Ladies and gentlemen, the crypto gaming bull run is here, with the average cryptocurrency in crypto gaming having hundreds of percents of returns just in the past month. Today, I'm going to be telling you about how I'm personally planning to go ahead and get 100x returns in the crypto gaming space over the course of the next 1 to 2 years. Before we get into this video, though, I do have to disclose that what we're talking about today is extremely high risk. I'm talking about the degen of all degens. Crypto gaming is a highly speculative industry, and do not take what I'm saying for gospel, because first off, I'm just a dude on the internet, and second off, I'm just talking about my personal opinions on the things that I'm going to be doing to 100x on the next bull cycle. So with this being said, now that we got the disclosure out there, let's talk about it, because 77% of Americans regret not investing earlier. The sentiment of someone getting into something and then selling out and feeling like they've missed the boat happens all the time. The sentiment where someone misses a 100% run on Bitcoin over the past year and feels like it's too late, that they can't get in there and there's no way that it's going to work out, that also exists. So getting into these 10x, 100x plays, a lot of the time, some people will say it's a bit of a mental game, having the fortitude to do things, but not only having the fortitude to hold, but having the fortitude to take profits when the 100x returns come. Because the likelihood is that even if you invest during when it needs to be done, when the high is, or maybe the question that you ask yourself, why does so many people sell out early? That doesn't matter, because you need to be calculated in everything that you do. So now I present to you my strategy for going ahead and making these crazy parabolic returns, because we've already seen the really good returns. If you enjoy the content, like and subscribe, and let's get into what I want to talk about today, and the notable topic, founders nodes for crypto gaming projects. This is something that I have repeated time and time again. I am the king of nodes because I love nodes. I own tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of nodes, and I'm about to tell you that this is something that has crazy risk, but also has absurd returns. This is something for the people that have paper hand-itis, which I have infamous paper hand-itis. I love taking profits on my cryptocurrencies. Last bull cycle, I learned that if you hold a cryptocurrency all the way up, you're probably going to hold it all the way back down, because I did it myself. Plenty of people in the crypto gaming space did it, and crypto gaming had 90%, returns all the way back to the old prices that they were. Drawdowns, okay, corrections, or capitulation moments, you can call it whatever you want. But let's talk about nodes, because nodes are for the paper-handed people. They're for the people that are terrible at holding things, that don't know how to time anything, and overall just have high conviction in the crypto gaming space. The ultimate strategy for crypto gaming pre-bull market is to accumulate tokens and draw profits into nodes, because the likely scenario is that the next bull cycle will last a minimum of 1 to 1.5 years. Historically speaking, 2025 is going to be the top of this bull cycle, and then we're down from there. However, there's going to be something that ends up making returns even despite everything collapsing, and that's going to be these node ecosystems. Now, what is a node? Now, nodes are the backbone of ecosystems. For example, the Gala nodes are the backbone of the Gala Games ecosystem. The TLDR is that you run some sort of software, or maybe you don't, depending on how far along the node ecosystem is, and you go ahead and you're rewarded for supporting the ecosystem. A lot of the time, these are fundraisers for crypto gaming projects to be able to build out their vision. They raise millions of dollars through people buying these nodes, and then, you get a distribution of tokens every single day. If you're looking for an example of this, Miri is an excellent example. Right now, a Miri node costs $4,520. A lot of people are priced out of this, obviously, so this is the part of the high-risk disclosure, because that's a big price. $5,000 for a node is a lot. And yes, I do own multiple Miri nodes. I'm also disclosing that. But, if you think about the price, it's pretty absurd, but it does give you a certain amount of tokens per day. I've actually gone ahead and done the math for today. It gives you 1,716 Myriad tokens per day, which equates to $16.87 per day. And if you took the current price of nodes, which is 4,520, and you divided it by the amount you make per day, it takes right now 266 days for ROI. But what if I told you that at some point last month, that was 5,000 days? Well, you probably would believe me because a lot of these crypto gaming tokens have run up a lot. And that's the problem. When a token runs up 3, 5, 7x, the likelihood of you actually holding through that when it has a 30% drawdown after that fact, it's very low. I mean, I pretty much never hold tokens until like a 10x point. I don't think really most people do in general. And if you do, you're probably going to get the slap back. What most people do in node ecosystems, and this is why they work so well, is that they wait until these things go up 2, 3, 4, 5x, and then they roll over some of those profits. Obviously, they take some profit for themselves, but they roll over those profits into nodes. And, buying a node, first off, supports the ecosystem they're in. But the second thing it does is that it pretty much secures you long term. If you're getting 1,716 tokens per day, let's say this thing goes up a 10x, well, those things technically would have been making you $160 per day, and that ROI technically would have been just 26 days. The longer the bear cycles go, the more nothing happens, the more nodes are just incredible purchases. Especially if you have high conviction in something working out, nodes are just something that are a lifeblood in the crypto gaming ecosystem, and something I think a lot more people are going to be looking into, especially considering the fact that if we're calculating current prices for nodes, because these do go up over time, right? When I got my playable stuff, the price of one of those was $2,200. Now they're $5,500 per node? They've clearly gone up a metric ton. So the ROI for these is 400 days or something like that. If you just multiply this by 2, right? That's 40, a little bit more, right? You get the point, right? But that is a far cry from where they were before. The ROI for a playable node at some point was over 1,000 days, and that was just last month. So if we're catching the upside, we're also going to be catching every single side. As long as something survives and ends up retracing back to some of these price levels, then nodes are just incredible. The thing is though, and here's one of the things, you can buy the top of a node. You could buy something for $50,000 and then the token just never sees the light of day. So nodes are something that you want to get into early in a bull cycle. You want to get these into when the upside starts kicking out, because you start getting higher token distributions per day. And you're also able to go ahead and take profits during a bull market, which you should be doing constantly. You should be aggressively selling into bull cycles, taking that profit, becoming comfortable, rolling into new trends, because no matter how much these things end up pumping, someday they're probably going to end up going down. And if they don't, then nodes are even better, right? We could talk about nodes all day and how amazing those things are. And by the way, if you're going to end up grabbing any of these nodes, because I know a lot of people from my audience are looking into these things, I'm going to have the links in the description if you want to support me, if you want to go ahead and find where to end up doing this. If you're wondering what the costs are to actually have a node and run it, because yes, there is a software component to most nodes. Right now, I'm using NerdNode. I don't have an actual affiliate link for this, but I'm just going to go ahead, leave this in the description, because this is what I personally use for my Myriad nodes. It's $25 per month. And if you look at how much they're making right now, you pretty much get your money back in 1.5 days. So it's pretty quick. It's juicy. It's attractive. And this is the strategy to get to those 100x's. You can sell into a 10x. You can sell into a 40x. You could sell into a 70x, a 100x. Anything you can sell. That's how nodes work. That's why they work so well. If you're someone that absolutely hates missing the tops, then nodes make a lot of sense, because you can get them on both sides. And something else to talk about in regards to nodes is the fact that not only are they selling nodes, well, they're actually going ahead and fostering a community of people that really wanted to work out for their nodes, but they're also going ahead and raising millions of dollars and, capturing more upside. Once these things actually end up pumping in price in terms of tokens, then nodes tend to sell a lot easier, obviously, because ROI comes up a lot faster, and then it usually begins to catapult the price even more. People are taking profit, buying nodes, and then the people buying nodes are telling more people about it, and then it's just kind of a loop over and over and over. You get a lot more aggressive upside price action than regular gaming ecosystems that don't really have anything to offer for people to get into them. So this is why I'm so excited about nodes. I've said the word node a good like 50 times in this video. Comment below how many times I said node, because I've said it a billion times. But I think nodes are the play for this crypto gaming bull market. You want to own tokens. You want to own NFTs. I own nodes as well. You want to capture that level of diversification. Every single site is going to win, at least that's just my thoughts. I'm really bullish on crypto gaming, and I'm really excited for where this industry is going to go. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. And until the next time, I'll bring you a video giving that juicy alpha. Stay classy, and that's all.